You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Thanks for watching on this Thursday afternoon. I'm Margot Gray with your 48 Fastcasts. Huntsville police identified the woman killed in yesterday's shooting at an apartment complex on Julia Street. Police found 19-year-old Nadia Perkins dead from a gunshot wound yesterday morning. Alabama A&M confirming to students in a letter she was a freshman at the university. The Madison County coroner ruled Perkins' death as a homicide. A suspect has not been named while police continue to investigate.
Temperatures are reaching the 80s, quite warm outside and beautiful sunshine expected. Looking at the rest of our community, some folks just under 80 degrees. We're seeing a couple of 79s, even here in Huntsville at about 79. Increasing cloud cover all around, even in Muscle Shoals. We're at 79 currently, but Decatur and Fort Payne topping out at 80. We're expecting to see another day of sunshine to start out most of our Friday, but we will start to see rain chances form into the rest of the forecast for Friday afternoon and evening. So for the rest of tonight, though, we'll keep the 70s around for a good portion of the early afternoon and evening hours. But as we get to about 9 and 10 o'clock, that's when we start to see some 60s back in the forecast. Still nice and comfortable, but even going into your Friday morning, expecting to see 60s out the door. May not have a muggy start, but we are expecting to see our first alert weather day, seeing temperatures drop back into those 70s after rain chances come in. I'll walk you through what to expect for this weekend in just a moment.
So a shakeup in Washington this afternoon as President Trump announced he is replacing Kristi Noem as Secretary for the Department of Homeland Security. Noem was in the middle of giving a speech in Nashville when the news broke. She's been under fire following the deaths of two people in Minneapolis by ICE agents. In a post on social media, President Trump confirming Noem will move to the Shield of Americas. This is a new security initiative the administration will soon roll out. As for Noem's replacement, the president has tapped Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin to fill that position. Mullin will take over the department at the end of the month. At any moment now, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth will provide new details on the ongoing operation in the Middle East. We are now in our 6th day of fighting, with the State Department announcing it is closing the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait. The country is caught in the crossfire as drones and missiles continue to fly in this attack. Meantime, President Trump says he wants to be involved in picking Iran's next leader. Lawmakers are trying to pass a bill to stop the war, but Republicans continue to reject that motion. Huntsville leaders are considering changing zoning laws in accordance to a new state law regarding hemp sales. I'll give you the details when we come back. Welcome back. Huntsville city leaders are looking to implement a zoning change regarding where hemp products can be sold. Hemp regulation is currently under the control of the Alcohol Beverage Control Board, treating hemp as a liquid product. Or a liquor product, I should say. This means these products can be found in liquor stores, pharmacies, and larger grocery stores. City leaders say the new law means gas stations and smoke shops may not be able to sell hemp at all.
Unless they meet the requirements under the state law for 14,000 square feet and the percentage of food sales, then they could not meet. But if they meet the state requirements, essentially those aspects are set and they could not even apply for the license because they do not qualify.
The businesses cannot be too close to a school either, churches or neighborhoods. City council members will vote on this matter in the coming weeks.
Now, your first alert weather forecast with Jada Russell.
Seeing some upper 70s around the community right now. Looking out at Parkway, seems to be flowing smoothly, although it is busy. What we are expecting for the overnight hours is to see these 70s hang around for the rest of our afternoon and early evening. Around 7 o'clock, we'll top those low end 70s off for the rest of the night, and then we'll see 60s dropping off into the forecast right around 10 o'clock or so. Looking ahead to your Friday morning, we're still going to start out in those 60s. So we've had some nice warm starts, but as we go into this weekend, we're expecting to see some showers starting up Friday evening that will roll on into the weekend. We do have a first alert weather day for you, so that'll be on our Saturday. We're expecting really thunderstorms out of this, gusty winds at times. We are still gearing up for a lighter chance of some scattered thunderstorms come Sunday. Shouldn't be as forceful, but what you'll notice really here is the fact that we've got this cold front moving in. That pushes us back into those 70s momentarily. By the time we reach Monday and Tuesday, things will start to change back up to the upper end 70s for a couple of those days as well. And don't forget, we're also springing forward. Daylight saving time is beginning this weekend, so keep that in mind as you make your plans going into Sunday. Your hours will start to change just a tad. So this is picking up Saturday at 3 o'clock. We're expecting this to come into the valley right around noon, maybe 1 o'clock. As you can see, we're at the front end of this band here. Huntsville starts to see the strongest chance of showers moving into the late afternoon. Going into the overnight hours, we get some peace and quiet, and then we're also expecting to see cloudy conditions out the door for Sunday morning. We're still waiting for models to become a little consistent on that timing going into Sunday, but we do have that low risk for severe weather going into Friday night, Saturday, and then we're keeping an eye on next week because we do still have a good deal of these days with a lot of scattered storms going around, about 40 to 50% chance each day. We get back into the 80s by that point next Tuesday, though. It will be a rainy week ahead, so go ahead, pull out that rain jacket or even the umbrella for Friday. You'll need it all the way through next Thursday.
All right, well, that'll do it for today's 48 Fastcast. We'll be back online shortly with Before the 4. Then catch us on air at WAFF 48, online and on air at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Thursday.